Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL Sports.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. Football, and that's what we have in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Tonight, we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, 6th-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Choose pass.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
4-yard line.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
To throw on 3rd down. McDonald, he gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The 5-yard line.
Here's Swift. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
At the Raiders' 3-yard line.
McDonald sets to throw. He'll buy some time. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Here's Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 30-yard line.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Third down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5.
The 38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
From the gun on third down. McDonald. He's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
At the 46-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
To throw on second down, McDonald. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's McDonald. And that will be incomplete.
McDonald's pass intended for DeAndre Swift.
On now is the Titans punter. The Raiders have Lynn Bowden back deep. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on her. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Number 28, John.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Counter play with Jacobs running right through him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were. And you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls. They'll give them some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And that is incomplete.
Minshew's pass intended.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down. McDonald, he's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
25-yard line.
Check. You can't block me. You can't block me.
To throw again. McDonald. And that'll be incomplete.
McDonald
took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, McDonald. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
First down, Raiders.
On first down, Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Minshew. That ball complete to Isabella. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
And on Las Vegas, first down.
Minshew sets to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20.
Action. Showtime,
And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Here's Bowden. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 9 yards.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Titans. A.J. Brown, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people... After a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew. This one caught by Isabella.
Minshew's pass.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, Minshew looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
It'll be Minshew again. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Lining up for the extra point.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll move the chains. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A final shot before break. McDonald. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we have reached well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Set to kick off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A.J. Brown and the Titans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 34-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
They keep it with Henry on first down. Taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's McDonald to throw. Smith catches left side. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. McDonald. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, McDonald. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Ball carrier.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Gain of 9. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, McDonald. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive, they really increased their cushion. Felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter. Not
only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The drive starts with a completion left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
First down, Las Vegas.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
39-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Darren Waller.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Minshew and a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line.
A gain of 6.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's the option. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 17.
They go play action here on first down. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it. They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play.
And end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Kickoff for Tennessee.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Minshew, 1st and 10. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Whiteside. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller.
Minshew's pass.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for him. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
And a Raider 1st down.
They'll look to throw again. That's Isabella open on the right side.
Minshew.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st down.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
16-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Josh Jacobs.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. On 4th down, Minshew. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
Complete to
Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Again, it's Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Uncorks one for Davis. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Lynn Bowden on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for ring.
Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. That ball complete to Isabella. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jacobs. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas 1st. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Now Minshew. That is caught inside the 5. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
24.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Titans, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.